Hello, welcome to The Update. I'm Abby Smith. Starting overseas, there's less than 20 hours of oxygen left for those on board the missing submersible in the Atlantic Ocean. US Coast Guard Captain Jamie Frederick says it's a very complex and difficult mission. People are working around the clock and they haven't lost hope.
This is a search and rescue mission, 100%. We are smack dab in the middle of search and rescue, and we'll continue to put every available asset that we have in an effort to find the Titan and the crew members.
Contact with the miniature sub, which has 5 people on board, was lost on Sunday as it made a 3,800-metre descent to the Titanic wreck. The amount of Aussies struggling to pay their power bills has jumped by 50% in the past year. Origin Energy data shows more than 70,000 families in May were forced to join the company's hardship support program because they couldn't pay their bills on time. Numbers are expected to grow as temperatures plunge across southern Australia and the price of electricity increases next month. Telcos could soon be required to make the billing process clearer to prevent customers falling into debt. The Telecommunications Industry Ombudsman is calling for stronger regulations in the sector. It also believes providers need to improve their processes to make customer support easier to access. Ombudsman Cynthia Gaybert says there's systematic issues which need to be addressed.
What we have seen is customers struggling on hold for a long time while they're trying to contact their provider. Other customers getting stuck in an endless loop of web chat or dealing with bots, and it shouldn't be that hard.
Australian authorities are using world-first legal powers to demand an explanation from Twitter on what it's doing to prevent online hate. It comes after a major spike in complaints since billionaire Elon Musk took over the platform. 2 people are missing after a huge explosion in central Paris. At least 20 people are wounded, with some in critical conditions, after a gas explosion hit the Latin Quarter and set fire to several buildings. The shortest day of the year is officially here. The Winter Solstice is happening today. It means Aussies will experience less than 10 hours of sunlight, measured by the day the Earth's south pole tilts the furthest away from the sun. And news agents are expecting a busy day, with tonight's Powerball jackpot sitting at $100 million. It's the biggest amount offered by any Australian lottery game so far this year. Tickets for the draw close at 7 p.m. Entertainment and sport next. To State of Origin first, and the Blues have lost their second series in a row after being thrashed by the Maroons in Game 2. Strike centre Tom Trbojevic was forced off in the opening minutes with a torn pec, and the Blues never recovered. Despite dominating possession, they managed just 1 try, the final margin catching coach Brad Fittler by surprise.
At the end of the game, and I looked at the score and I thought, wow, to sign up playing against a good team, because I didn't think we were that far out of the game, and we got beat by 4 or 5 tries.
Round 15 of the AFL kicks off tonight with Geelong taking on Melbourne. The Cats have overruled Paddy Dangerfield after he declared himself fit to play following a broken rib and collapsed lung. Coach Chris Scott says it's in his best interests he doesn't play.
I fully expected him to declare himself fit, which he did. He was just overruled on that one, but not by as wide a margin as I expected. So that's progressing really, really quickly. He thinks he could play, but as is often the case with those guys, you've got to save them from themselves.
And both sides have been fined and docked 2 World Test Championship points for slow over rates following Australia's 2-wicket win in the opening Ashes Test. In entertainment news, a bit of a gross moment at Pierce Brosnan's house. Police confirming a man urinated and defecated in his neighbour's yard and then used the actor's laundry room to wash up. The guy fled to the beach but was picked up by officers and taken into custody for stealing Brosnan's water. The King has celebrated son Prince William's 41st birthday with a rare photo. A special photo has been posted to the British monarch's Instagram account of the 2 royals at the coronation rehearsal, having a giggle while William fastens the imperial mantle robe his father is wearing. And Kelly Osbourne has declared she has zero sympathy for Prince Harry's public and personal challenges, the British TV personality unleashing on the I've Had It podcast.
He's a whining, whinging, complaining, woe is me, I'm the only one that's ever had mental problems. My life was so hard.
And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.